Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Levis, quick completion out wide.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You talk about this Lions defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
1st and 10, it's Levis.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to Dell.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Claws red.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Ready. 70 Lions. Roll. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
On the double. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Look at the big fella go. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Ready?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here we go.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Slide through. Set.
He'll drop to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
73 yards.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's a carry heading left
to about the 40-yard line. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw is on target to Burks.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Detroit
check
offense
mega.
ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
on, set. Strike. Check, strike. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Read option. This is Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Set, go.
They'll set up to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man.
Ready,
Sammy
ready.
Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline, you know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Set.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Set.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hut, hut.
Now back to throw. Out to his left. And he comes back with one complete.
Strike it. Strike
And
it.
they'll get him down short of the first
Trouble, 38.
down, right on the 10-yard line.
6. Mega. Green Jack. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny?
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Will Levis, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also You might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of...
Oh, this is blocked. The Lions pick it up. The big fella. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
Raymond now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set,
The Detroit
ready,
offense
strike,
ready to begin
strike.
their drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find
Here we go,
something
here we
to
go.
play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Let's go
So
now.
2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Kevin Farley.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now here's Burks on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Okay,
The
right?
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams
With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions are able to at least get one score back.
Now for the point after. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Titans 47, Lions 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
118 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Titans.
Go.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Check. Panther.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now the rookie's free. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
A gain of 4. It's now
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Titans 47,
Back now at Ford Field.
17.
It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Ready? Let's go.
And Levis completes this out wide.
But it's a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is caught by Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A nice throw there for the 1st down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Claws, 10. White. Hut.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Ready, set.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Levis, quick completion out wide.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
70 Timberwolves.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Titans 61, Lions 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
Here we go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late
Here we go.
score.
Set. Set. Cut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Hut.
Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back,
go,
keep everything in front of them.
Hey,
but they
period.
blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ready.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Ready up. Hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Shot.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 177 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Titans, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.